The morning Jake Morrison received his termination notice was supposed to be the best day of his life. Instead, it became the day everything fell apart. "I'm sorry, Mr. Morrison," his supervisor had said, her voice tight with corporate sympathy. "The Galactic Transit Authority doesn't tolerate tardiness, especially not on promotion day. You were 17 minutes late." 17 minutes. Jake had worked 3 years as a maintenance engineer on Station Olympus, the busiest human-operated space hub in the sector. 3 years of double shifts, of fixing reactor cores during radiation storms, of earning his way up from grunt work to chief engineer. And now, because he'd stopped to help an elderly Velcrin woman who'd collapsed in the transit corridor, it was all gone. The promotion to chief operations engineer, his dream job, had been given to someone else, someone who'd arrived on time. Jake sat in his cramped quarters, staring at the acceptance letter to the position he'd never hold. The words blurred as exhaustion crept over him. He'd stayed with the old alien woman for nearly an hour, even after medical teams arrived, because she'd seemed so frightened and alone. Her translator had malfunctioned, and she'd gripped his hand with surprising strength, her 3-fingered grasp trembling. "You are kind," she'd managed to say in broken English, her crystalline eyes reflecting the harsh station lights. "Rare thing." Kind. Jake laughed bitterly. Kindness had cost him everything. A sharp knock interrupted his spiraling thoughts. Jake opened the door to find 2 figures in formal diplomatic attire, a human woman in a crisp suit and a towering Velcrin male whose iridescent skin shifted colors in the corridor light. "Jake Morrison?" the woman asked, her tablet already scanning his face for confirmation. "That's me. Look, if this is about the medical bills from earlier, I already told them—" "Mr. Morrison!" the Velcrin interrupted, his voice resonating with harmonics that human vocal cords couldn't produce. "I am Ambassador Tharok of the Velcrin Diplomatic Corps. I believe you encountered my mother this morning." Jake's stomach dropped. "Your mother? Is she okay?" "She is recovering, thanks to your intervention." Tharok stepped forward, and Jake noticed the elaborate medals adorning his chest. Symbols of rank Jake recognized from interstellar news broadcasts. This wasn't just any diplomat. This was one of the Velcrin High Council members. "The doctors informed me that she experienced cardiac arrhythmia. Had you not stopped, had you not stayed with her and kept her calm, the stress could have been fatal." I just did what anyone would do." "No," the human woman interjected, consulting her tablet. "Station records show 847 individuals passed my colleague's mother in that corridor. You were the only one who stopped." Tharok's skin shifted to a deep purple. Gratitude, Jake remembered from his cultural sensitivity training. "Mr. Morrison, my mother told me what happened. She overheard your conversation with station security. You lost a significant career advancement because of your choice to help her." Jake shrugged, trying to ignore the knot in his chest. "Yeah, well, can't put a price on someone's life, right?" "Interesting," Tharok said, his large eyes studying Jake intently. "That philosophy is not universal among species. Many prioritize personal advancement over altruistic action, especially when the cost is substantial." He paused. "Tell me, what do you know about the Velcrin debt system?" Not much. Just that you guys take obligations pretty seriously." "Indeed. In Velcrin culture, a life debt is the most sacred of all bonds. My mother's life is invaluable to me, Mr. Morrison. And you saved it at great personal cost." Tharok reached into his formal robes and produced a small holographic device. The Galactic Transit Authority is a corporation that operates across 17 systems. The Velcrin Diplomatic Corps holds significant shares in that corporation. Jake's eyes widened. "You're not saying—" "I am saying," Tharok continued, his skin now rippling with gold highlights, "determination. That effective immediately, the GTA's policies regarding personnel decisions on Station Olympus are under diplomatic review. I am also saying that the position of Chief Operations Engineer remains unfilled, as the previous appointment has been reconsidered. The human woman stepped forward, extending her tablet to Jake. Mr. Morrison, on behalf of the Galactic Transit Authority and under advisement of the Velcrin Diplomatic Corps, we would like to offer you the position of Chief Operations Engineer, effective immediately. Additionally, you'll receive a commendation for exemplary conduct and a formal apology from station management. Jake stared at the contract displayed on the screen, unable to process the words. I don't understand. Tharok's skin warmed to a soft amber. My people have a saying. The soul of a civilization is revealed in how it treats those who cannot reciprocate. You expected nothing from my mother. You gained nothing from your kindness except loss. That, Mr. Morrison, is the mark of a species worth knowing. He placed a hand on Jake's shoulder, the gesture surprisingly gentle for someone so imposing. Humanity has many flaws, but this compassion without calculation, this is your strength. Never let the galaxy convince you otherwise. 3 hours later, Jake stood in the chief engineer's office, his office, overlooking the vast expanse of Station Olympus. Ships from 100 worlds docked and departed in an endless ballet of light and motion. His terminal chimed with his first official assignment, and his crew was waiting for his orders. But what stuck with him, what he knew would stay with him forever, wasn't the promotion or the vindication. It was Tharok's words, "This is your strength." Jake smiled and got to work. Somewhere on this station, an elderly Velcrin woman was recovering, surrounded by family, and somewhere in the galaxy, humanity's reputation had grown just a little bit brighter. Because Jake Morrison had been 17 minutes late to save a life, and he'd do it again in a heartbeat.